Hello and welcome. This is round 3 of the Critical Hit in Oshawa 1K for Legacy. My name is David. Who do I have over here?
I'm lazy.
And who's this again?
This is Ben.
What? We're here for round 3, as I said. It's been a action-packed couple of rounds, and we're coming up to a classic deck. Two classic decks. One is definitely older than the other. We have Deadguy Ale, also named as Pakula. I think is another name because I think it was Chris Pakula who played the deck at a tournament and I guess top 8 or possibly won it. Again, commenters will double check our dates and math on that. But it's a black-white Stoneforge, used to play Dark Confidant style kind of deck. So basically you, again, vindicate your opponent's lands, wasteland them, Thoughtseize them, English and a Kozilek.
So basically just like a, black, like an Orzhov mid-rangey, like feature-based mid-range.
That's a good way to put it, right? Exactly.
So Jund.
Black-white Jund, yes. That's the way to put it. Yes, black-white Jund. Let's go. Right? And we have another, I guess, when did this deck really become a thing in Legacy? I didn't even know that, to be honest.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure
Out
either.
of the two of us, you're the Legacy historian.
Yeah, I don't actually know the exact math on this one when it started, but it's Sneak and Show. Classic blue-red Sneak and Show. So on the right is Deadguy Ale, or black-white Orzhov mid-range, and the left is Sneak and Show. Let's see what happens here. We don't know who's on the play yet. I think they rolled already, but I could have missed that. Wilkin, sorry, I'm also getting all these names here. Wilkin is playing Deadguy Ale, where Justin is playing with the ape sleeves, the ape shirts, Sneak and Show.
He really went in like all in on.
Hey, he's the one repping all the ape stuff. I'm just bringing it out there. Okay, so we're on 7. He's just flashing the hand here. Oh wow, we're just like right into it. Okay, so Justin's on the play. I love it. We're just like no goofing around, no messing around. Let's go. So I believe Wilkin is on more of a scam list. I was just going to say. So he used to. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say despise scam strategy in his Deadguy Ale deck, but he wasn't a huge fan of it. He was really trying to hold back and not play it and be more of a mid-range black mid-range. But he says, you know what? If you can't beat him, join him. So that's what he's doing in this particular build of Deadguy Ale.
I mean, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
The people that kind of like those kind of rogue, off-meta type decks, like the fun of playing it is that you don't have to play meta, and like in order for for someone who's a loyalist like Wilkin, having to adapt and change that way, probably best overall, but it's not where you really find the joy of playing Legacy.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. You, like I said, if you can't beat him, join him. You have to join him into the scam fold. But
don't worry, who knows? Maybe Grief will get banned.
Yeah,
and then he won't, and then he just won't be able to do it.
Yeah, he'd be like, "Yes, perfect." A lot of people will be happy, but that's a different story that's been going on since, well, I don't know, basically when Grief got printed, but it only got hot when Lord of the Rings set came out, if I'm not mistaken, because of the Troll and Bowmasters is really what brought black to a different level.
Like it was decent beforehand, but then with Modern Horizons pushing like Orcish Bowmaster, Troll of Khazad-dûm, it kind of just, it really took over.
Oof. So Justin did a brainstorm and forced a will pitch a Troxa on the first Grief and hit a lot of stuff because there's a bunch of lands in that hand that Grief just saw, which is good for Justin, but I mean for Grief it's like, oh my lord. Here we go. So drawing a card, don't know what it is, unknown.
I think Wilkin drew a Thoughtseize.
Yep, as a Thoughtseize for the turn, so we'll see if it's probably just going to be a bit of a beatdown. Again, you have to just race the combo deck. And of course, both players know what they're playing against because they've played against each other or seen each other many times in the past. But
I mean, like Justin went Brainstorm, Force of Will, Exile Atraxa. There's only like, I guess Wilkin can put him on. There's no way. Okay, no. Wilkin has to put him on Sneak and Show because there's no way that Rescaminator would be playing City of Traders.
Fair. Good point. Yes. So at this point, yes.
And there's a show and tell.
There's a show and tell we got. So at least we sniped one of them. Oh, I just love, I mean, again, I'll just be a bit of another historian. I love the FBBs, the foreign black borderlands that Wilkin has. He is one of many that plays him in the locals, which is beautiful. I'm not sure if I think they're German. I'm not mistaken, as well too.
I do not know.
You don't know either.
Although
No.
you do what you want.
Yeah, of course, fair enough.
So here's a Ponder. Sees Dress Down Atraxa, and I don't know what that third card is.
I think it was another land, possibly.
I mean, good enough for Justin to keep.
Yeah, essentially.
And he's basically not going to be fetching for a while, I guess. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, again, it's just a matter of Wilkin keeping up the pressure as best he can here. Only having one threat, I mean, it's working, but eventually combo is going to get there. So we shall
Unless
see.
Wilkin, like, again, really well times his discard spells.
That too. I know Wilkin does play a really cool 3-drop card that really messes with people's searches. So hopefully we'll see that at some point in this.
I mean, what are we seeing now, though?
What are we saying now? Right now we're saying a Bowmasters, which is, I guess, good enough.
I mean, it puts
what's
2 more
going on.
damage onto the board.
No, this is
terrible.
good. Again, yeah. If Justin's still on cantrip plan, he's going to start adding up, and these wastelands start to add up if he just happens to decide to fetch for Surveil Land or something like that, or play his Ancient Tombs. But at that point, he should have just won the game. That's what Sneak and Show is all about: slamming that show and tell as fast as you can, or sneak attack. Right. So
Yep.
Yeah, there's the basic mountain because he's in the face of wastelands. So we got Line Sash, Orc Army, Grief, and Orcish Bowmasters in play right now. I mean, yeah, Wilkins has to keep the pressure up as best he can.
Man, Justin.
Oh, main deck Dress Down. That's interesting.
Justin really aping and slamming his cards.
Oh, he did? I didn't even see that. Yeah, I didn't see the slam.
I mean,
Ow.
the camera shake.
Ah, the camera shake. Gotcha. Yeah, so main deck Dress Down. I'm not sure exactly what his... okay, so Dress Down dies. Don't forget. Good catch. Thank you, Wilkin. Do we know why he's playing Dress Down main? Is there like a Lavinia he's scared about, or like construct tokens?
I'm not entirely sure.
I think there might be a. Oh wait, what?
I mean, it might just be to blank out like the elementals.
Fair.
But
Could be that too. I think there is a certain card in this deck. I think it's called Null Drifter, which is from MH3, which is it's a Mull Drifter, but it's a cast trigger to draw 2. And then if Dress Down's in play, you evoke it, and you just get a 4/4 that has Annihilator 1 and draw 2. So
okay, that's kind of cool.
Right?
I like that.
I was hoping you kind of knew his deck list, because he was harping about that like play the entire weekend. Hey, I played a Dress Down into a Null Drifter. It's like it's perfect.
Okay. So here's the thing. I didn't realize that Null Drifter was a cast trigger.
When I first saw it too, I thought it was identical to Mull Drifter. I thought it was ETB draw 2, and then I'm like, oh, the first line is when it's cast draw 2. Then
I guess that's something that we now have to expect from Eldrazi. Which is why I'm surprised, like, when Thought-Knot Seer first came out, I was surprised that was an ETB. Because at the time, they were like, oh, cast triggers.
Oh, right, it is an ETB, you're correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, would it matter if it's a cast? Because if it's a cast, and then it dies
because you can't
still,
flicker it.
Oh, fair, okay, the flicker...
Because that's what...
Oh, right.
That's what made...
That white flicker card, yeah.
Yeah, the Eldrazi Displacer.
Or Displacer, yes. Flickering the Thought-Knots here, yes.
I miss Old Modern.
Oh, that was some legacy too going on there. That was
Eldrazi Stompy.
That was nutty because you get tombs and cities.
Why don't people play Eldrazi Stompy anymore?
Initiative took the slot.
That's it. Good enough for me.
And now it should be maybe possibly seeing some new play, but I don't think it's gonna be a strict Eldrazi deck. It might just be a deck with Eldrazi pieces. I know there's one Eldrazi, again, comment if you know the card, which is essentially a Vampire Hexmage, one of ETBs.
Mutilated Cultist.
There you go. That one. Yeah, that one is definitely going to see some play because it's devoid, so it can't be countered by, I don't know, any other random spells that counter black spells. I think it's devoid black, if I'm not mistaken.
If anything, that's a downside. Because now you can't play Grief.
Oh, right. You can't pitch it to it. Yeah, fair. Well, see, I guess it's more fair now, so because you can't pitch it to Grief, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think? We can do a quick check of sideboard just to kind of get an idea here, just to see here. In Wilkin's sideboard, there's 1 Cleansing Nova, 1 Dam, 1 Humility. I can see that coming in. 1 Leyline of Sanctity, 2 Leyline of the Voids, 1 Mindbreak Trap, 1 Opposition Agent, 1 Pest Control, 2 Serenity, 1 Children's Edict, 1 Surgical Extraction, 1 Turok Dead Cantor, Dread Cantor, and 1 Unlicensed Hearst. I think we're going to see Humility. I wouldn't be mad to see possibly Serenity, but that might be just way too slow. I'm even thinking now that I say it out loud. Yeah, so it's maybe just Humility. I'm not even sure what else really to bring in. Shiora's Edict to kill a fatty, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense, right? What do you got on the
Honestly, not too much. Like, a lot of it is... So there's like 2 Brotherhood's End, 3 Carpet of Flowers, 2 Grafdigger's Cage, 2 Magus, 1 Meltdown, 2 Pyroblast, 3 Vexing Baubles. So we'll most likely see all of the Vexing Baubles come in. If Wilkin is playing the Scam version, then there's probably some number of Solitudes in the deck as well. So Vexing Bauble stops the Griefs and the Solitudes.
Yep, good point.
Other than that, I don't think there's too much coming in. Like,
well, I think I see Magus in Justin's hand right now. So are those main or side?
those are sideboard.
Those are all
There's
sideboard.
two Maguses in the board.
Yeah. So
That I find kind of. Ooh, maybe he's trying to play against the Wastelands.
could be the
Because there are
Wastelands
quite a few utility lands.
and the double white maybe of any spells. If Justin's really trying to go for that too, that's maybe plan B on the Magus. But yes.
Yeah. I
Right.
mean, it doesn't hurt him as much as it probably does his opponent.
Yeah, he has tons of islands. He's laughing. So,
But it's also like it enables a sneak attack. You can just
Yes.
activate sneak attack way more.
yeah, just keep going nuts on it. Exactly. So I mean, it's definitely got its value.
Wow. Okay. Wilkin just finding a regular swamp.
So maybe he's hedging on the fact that he has Magus. Maybe he saw him, or he's just thinking because he is Sneak and Show. In the past, they have sided Magus or Blood Moon effects.
Oh, it might just be his hand is just dominantly black.
Or that too. Fair enough. Yep. It's always worth it. Okay, so we get to see the hand. Sneak attack. Is that a Braid or a Brotherhood's End? Like, sneak attack, Brotherhood's End, Magus of the Moon, sneak attack, Island, and Ancient Tomb from Lord of the Rings.
Balin's Tomb. I
Yeah,
think.
or something like that. Balin's Tomb, Balin's Tomb. What are you taking? There's 2 sneaks.
Probably the. It's a tough call. It depends on what Wilkin has. If he has another discard spell, I would probably take both of the sneak attacks. If not, again, it really depends on Wilkin's hand.
Yeah.
Maybe the Brother's Hood End.
Because what does that do again exactly? The
I mean,
wipes for 2?
It destroys all artifacts that are 3 or less, or I think it deals like 3 damage to the board.
Damage to the board. Okay, yeah. So I mean, I think Magus is definitely. He's probably like, oh, I didn't expect. Maybe he didn't expect Magus there either. So that's why he's like, I gotta take this thing. This thing is just too deadly. Also, I just noticed that Wilkin has Castle Locthwain as well too.
Yeah.
So I mean, that also be shut off by Magus.
A surprising number of non-basic lands.
Yeah, he does have a good portion. I guess again, if you're not playing anything that's too, what's where I'm looking for, too specific, you want to have some utility lands to be able to find. So Justin's going to just slam a sneak attack down, just to get it on the board. I can't think of really any way.
I wonder if Wilkin has a way of answering like an onboard sneak attack.
I mean, that's where Serenity would come in, but again, he has to hope his opponent doesn't have anything in hand to sneak in post, like to give it a turn.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hedge on that, so Serenity wouldn't be good for that. Here we go.
Ooh,
Surveil
Land.
Shadowy Backstreets.
Again, if you can fit the land in your deck,
Play it.
do it. It's
Yeah.
so good. They're so good.
These lands, they are amazing. Again, now Black White gets a free Surveil, like just like a deck that doesn't have draw power goes, oh, let me just see what's going on.
In the face of a Magus, not good
Yeah,
though.
like well, that's why that's why he got rid of the Magus too. I mean, his hand did have 2 fetches and a scrub land. It looks like minimum.
Going to
That was a Turok he brought in, so that came in the sideboard. It's just more threats.
What do you bring Torok against?
Maybe just more threats. Maybe he cut the
Really?
plows, or cut. I mean, not the plows. Sorry. Maybe he cut the stuff that doesn't do anything. I don't know actually.
Okay, so he takes the threat out of Justin's hand, which
Yep.
is very good,
Yep.
but doesn't do anything with the mana.
Ooh, Grafdigger's Cage. Okay, so no more reanimates, and
Does Wilkin play reanimates?
yeah, he had reanimate for the grief. Yeah.
Oh, yes,
but possibly he made it cut some reanimates for more threats. Maybe he just wanted to be as aggro as possible and not sit there with a losing life as well. Who knows?
He does need to apply a lot of pressure against
Definitely.
Justin, especially if he's like sitting against this like double sneak attack.
Yeah, getting ready to fire at any moment here. So attacking for 2.
We'll see how far.
Humility.
Oh, there's a humility.
Hey! Oh, I love this card. So all creatures lose all ability. Creatures lose all abilities
And they're 1/1s.
and they become base 1/1s. Correct. So now he wipes the board. Justin wipes the board rather. So at this point they're all 1/1s. This is the cost. Oh my! I just read this card too. Something Bronco. I can't remember the first.
Caustic Bronco.
Is this Caustic Bronco? That's
I don't
the one,
know.
right? Yes, Caustic Bronco, which I think is the new Bob in a weird way. Whenever Caustic Bronco attacks, reveal the top card of your library and put it into your hand. You lose life equal to the card's mana value if Bronco isn't saddled. Otherwise, each opponent loses that much life.
So you have to saddle up.
Yes.
Ni hao di.
Yeah, exactly. God,
Ni hao
now
di's
we're
nuts.
Oh my god. And I guess I slightly fell into that one here. Okay, so here's a bobble being played and just immediately cashed in because Justin's looking for something to do with his sneak attack in play.
Nothing much is going to happen if Justin doesn't have a way of dealing with his humility.
No, he's just getting beat down by... Oh, fair enough. That is fair. Yeah, is there...
He's just getting beat down by 1/1s.
He has to Brazen Borrow? No, he can't... No, he can Brazen Borrow humility, so yeah.
Does he have Brazen Borrow?
I am not 100% sure.
Let's check.
Is there any other bounce in blue that he plays? Does he have Echoing Truths in the board? I don't think
There's
he
no
has.
Echoing Truths, no.
Nothing like that, eh?
No Brazen Borrowers.
So is humility just...
I think this is just a hard
lock?
Yeah.
For what it looks like? Oh, whoa, a hard cast troll. Oh, I love it. That's insane. How much damage is that?
3. It's 3. It's 3 points of damage.
How much damage is that? 3. Yeah, hard cast the troll.
That is the worst 1/1 I have ever... Oh, sorry, that's the worst
expensive.
6 drop.
Yeah, most expensive.
That is
I've
the worst
seen
6 drop
so
I've
far.
ever seen.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. Yeah, Justin is just getting... So he has to fetch to shuffle those 2 cards he put back because he's just going to get hit for 3 here.
Is there any Force of Nature effect in Magic? There has to be, right?
I'm sorry, Force of Nature.
Oh, sorry. It's a card that turns your lands into creatures. Like all your creatures are like 1/1s.
In non-green? Is that what you're saying? In non-green?
No, it's in general.
Yeah, aren't they in green? Aren't they cards that make your guys 2/2s? Make all your lands 2/2s?
Maybe. I'm not sure. That's why I'm
Yeah.
asking.
No, I'm pretty sure there's something of that variety. I think it's oh man, it's like a Lorwyn card or something like that or whatever. Like it's an old because it has Entwine, I think. So when did Entwine become a thing?
Entwine? Isn't that like 5th Dawn?
Oh, maybe it is. It's even older. Yeah, it could be. I mean, maybe it is even more, but you're right. Very, very possible. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure there's a card that makes all your creatures 2/2s or something like that. So, but again,
Is there? I don't think there's anything Justin can do to get out of this. Like,
again,
I think he's just dead.
If he had Brazen Boar, it would be a different story. I'm not sure why he doesn't have a bounce
If he had
effect.
Brazen Borrower, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, sneaking in. Oh, he sneaks in a 1/1 to block the 1/1. That just sounds funny as I said that.
I mean, you can sneak attack another one, right?
Yeah, you could. Oh man. Oh, and a hymn to Turok, Veil of Summer. Love it.
Gets to draw a card.
Yeah, Veil of
But
Summer.
what is he drawing to?
Probably a whole lot of,
nothing.
Absolutely not. Yeah. Oh man.
I actually think that the Turok, you said it correctly, I think, is Wilkin wins just by having more than 10 creatures in his deck.
That's basic. That's I can think of. Like there has to be because this is. Oh, that's a Null Drifter in play. Yeah. Oh, the cast trigger too.
Oh, the cast
see?
trigger. But what is he drawing into?
A bunch of 1/1s. You know. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
This is just like.
This is.
That. Okay. Yeah. Another 1/1. Plow the Null Drifter.
Plow the 1/1.
Plow the 1/1. Sorry, I keep. Yeah, everything's a 1. This is. It's at 5. Okay, so he's taking 3. He's gonna take 3. Nice. This turn cycle. This is hilarious, man. Humility is such a card. Oh man.
I can't believe this got played.
Oh, another blocker. Wow. Okay, he takes 2 instead.
Goes down to 3.
Yeah, he's taking goes to 3. Okay, we're just playing another. Okay, Hardcast Greaves doesn't. It's a 1/1. Man, humility is such a humiliation. I love it. You know. Oh,
I mean, it doesn't.
this is.
Yeah, it's
actually-
kind of humiliating.
It is. It's just like, oh, you got. Wait, what? It only costs 1 mana. There we go. There we go. Okay, what do we got? Any more fatties to
And this
block?
is the scoop, right?
Gonna see. It's it. GG's. So
Wait, wasn't that game 2?
that was game 2. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Wilkin got game 1 too. We should probably pay more attention to what's actually, even though we don't know what the hell is actually happening sometimes, you know? Oh yeah, that was game 2. So Wilkin in 2 with Deadguy Ale, an oldie classic. Wow, so humility. Yeah, I think the game plan there was just bring in more
Just have more creatures than your opponent.
That's it. That's it. See, there's the opposition agent that we were talking about. Yeah. Karn Silex also is on the board too there. Sorry, I'm just admiring this black white good stuff deck, you know. So that's a classic matchup. Combo versus mid range, right? I mean, non-blue versus a blue combo.
You can't
What?
you can't say this is a classic matchup and then name 2 huge archetypes.
But to me this is
You've
classic.
named 2 out of 3 archetypes.
Wait, blue combo and black white mid range?
Well, just combo versus. You literally said combo versus mid range.
I love it.
You're just
No,
missing
but-
aggro.
Yeah, fair. That's true. Hey,
Those are such classic matchups. Been played against each other since the dawn of time.
on that note, this round is over because it was way too fast. So we're gonna go have a drink at the bar that's at Critical Hit. So if you're ever playing there, make sure you go to the bar, get a coffee, and go play some board games, D&D. It's a great venue.
Tabletop war games.
And tabletop war games too. They have 2
have
massive
nice
tables.
tables.
Very nice table. Venue was great. Location was prime real estate. So there you go. Again, round 3's done. Critical Hits. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one for round 4. See ya. I forgot to. I was like, wait, what happened here?